Welcome to this video tutorial on CARO. My name is Jacqueline Nellis, I'm Product Manager at Löwenstein. CARO is our first mechanical insufflator exsufflator at Löwenstein. Mechanical insufflator exsufflators help patients who are unable to cough effectively and clear their airways from secretions. Our goal with CARO was to develop a device that is easy to learn and simple to use so that you can concentrate fully on the patient during therapy. An optional built-in battery and a mobility bag help our patients to move more freely and lead a more independent life. The user interface and menu structure are very similar to the structure of Luisa, our home ventilator. Anyone who already knows how to operate Luisa will learn how to use CARO in no time and with very little effort. Just like Luisa, CARO has a high-resolution 10-inch touch display. CARO can be operated in a standing or laying position. The screen rotates automatically when the position is changed. With the help of an adapter plate and a trolley extension, CARO can be mounted on a trolley together with Luisa. There are two ways to switch on the device. You can either press the power button directly here on the device, or use the power button on the handheld switch. The power button also starts the therapy in automatic mode. You can use the black rocker switch on the device or on the handheld switch to start insufflation and exsufflation in manual mode. Your medical expert determines whether the device is to be used in automatic mode or manual mode. In automatic mode, fixed times for insufflation and exsufflation and pause are set in the device. If desired, a trigger can be set so that the patient triggers each cough cycle themselves through their breathing effort. Auto mode can be started either at the device or at the handheld switch. In manual mode, the times for insufflation, exsufflation and pause are not preset and must be controlled manually using the rocker switch on the device or the handheld switch. On this side of the device, you find the connection for the handheld switch, for the optional SpO₂ sensor and the circuit. On the other side of the device, you find the interface for the power cable, the USB-C connection and the service port for updating the device with the latest firmware or to export therapy data. What you also find on this side of the device are the filters. CARO is available without a battery or with an optional built-in battery, which you can find here. The service life of the battery is 4 years or 500 charging cycles. Please note that the battery can only be replaced by an authorized service technician. To set up the device for therapy, you will need the following: a power cable if your device does not have the optional built-in battery, a circuit with integrated bacterial filter, the handheld switch, optionally an SpO₂ sensor, and any sort of patient interface. CARO can be used non-invasively via face mask or mouthpiece, or invasively via an endotracheal tube or tracheal cannula. When the device is started, the home display is shown. Before each therapy session, check that the pressures are set as prescribed. The pressures are shown on the bar graph above the lung symbol. You can also see them here for each program. To start therapy, you have 3 options. You can either start therapy right here on the device. You can press the on-off button on the handheld switch or on the device. The symbols on the display show exactly which phase of therapy the patient is currently in. In the top left corner, it's shown in which of the programs the device is currently running in. It's also shown whether the device is set to auto mode or manual mode. Up to 4 programs can be stored in the device. You can switch here between programs. Confirm. In the right-hand menu, under Report, you find an event list, parameter overview and device usage. Event list shows all the settings that were made in the device with a timestamp. In the parameter overview, you can see all the settings that were made in the respective programs. Device usage shows statistic parameters about the device usage. In the System menu, you can change device settings such as brightness and date. In the bottom bar, next to the Start Therapy button, you will find the button for switching between therapy programs. This is only displayed if several therapy programs are active. There is also a brightness symbol at the bottom right. A short tap will activate night mode. If you press longer, the brightness menu will open and you can change brightness settings. An SpO₂ sensor is optionally available for CARO. Place the sensor on the patient's finger. If an SpO₂ sensor is connected to the device, the signal quality is shown up here in the upper part of the display. Green indicates a good SpO₂ signal, yellow a mediocre signal, and red stands for poor signal quality. If the symbol is gray, there is no signal being received by the device. After each therapy session, the circuit with integrated bacterial filter must be checked for soiling. If it is dirty, it must be replaced. The device must be checked for soiling before each therapy session. Regardless of the degree of soiling, the device should also be cleaned regularly. The outer surfaces should be cleaned weekly. A clean, lint-free cloth soaked in a little water and a mild detergent is sufficient for this. Before cleaning, the device must be disconnected from the power supply. Please use the lock key to lock the device for cleaning. Two filters are located in the device. These filters protect the device and must be used for every therapy session. This is the only way to ensure that the device and the air reaching the patient are free from foreign bodies such as dirt or dust particles. There are different cleaning and replacement intervals for these filters used in the device. The coarse dust filter patient is located here. It must be cleaned once a month. To do this, it is sufficient to wash it out under running water and allow it to air dry completely. This filter must be replaced every 6 months. 2 of these filters are included in the supply schedule. The coarse dust filter for cooling air is located here. This filter must be cleaned once a month. Here too, running water and complete drying are sufficient. This filter does not need to be changed over the entire lifetime of the device. When developing CARO, our focus was on patient mobility. For this reason, there's a mobility bag for CARO. This can be conveniently connected to the wheelchair or patient bed. The device can be used for therapy without taking it out of the bag, while it's protected from dirt and splash water. As you can see here, you can still operate the device through the surface of the bag. You can mount CARO on a trolley, standalone or together with Luisa. For this, you need an adapter plate, which needs to be screwed to the device. I will show you now how to set up the adapter plate. Now the adapter plate is attached to the device and CARO can be set up on a trolley.